The lower deckers are convinced that all the boring bridge crew does is paperwork. However, this episode proves that no matter what your rank is, Starfleet is still a death trap. In this episode, undercover clickets infiltrate the ship hoping to steal cloaking organs from the Bagoon and eat what's left depending on texture and flavor. The crew engages in hand-to-hand combat while Captain Freeman thinks fast to save the day. Grab your sousaphone and birth umbrella for this review of Season 5, Episode 8, Upper Decks. Stevens is working hard to keep Captain Freeman moving through her busy schedule. First, she attends the recital for Ensign Barnes, who was recently infected with a virus that caused her to both evolve and devolve at the exact same time. Second, she goes to a fertility event for another crewman to welcome his brand new life form onto the ship. Then her schedule is completely derailed when the visiting scientist is revealed to be an undercover clicket. An intense battle ensues, ending with the captain surrounded on the bridge. She remembers from her morning briefing that clickets hate being complimented, so she starts to compliment them incessantly until they do an emergency beam off and fly away. Now, back on schedule, Captain Freeman is surprised to run into her husband on the turbolift. It turns out that Steven arranged this and blocked out time on her schedule a long time ago so that they could celebrate their anniversary in person. Captain Freeman ends the day with a romantic Parisian dinner on the holodeck. Ransom starts his day by helping the visiting scientist study the Bagoon. But first, he's got to find a way to make the warring ensigns get along. After successfully coaxing the Bagoon into the cargo bay, they immediately cloak and start rolling around and smashing everything. It's not long before the cargo bay is full of barreling and careening Bagoon. Ransom's solution is to give a series of long and boring lectures that have nothing to do with the situation and are beyond useless. At one point, he even works out so hard that it causes him to fall asleep. This is the point where all the ensigns agree that Ransom is the worst commander in the history of Starfleet. They also decide to work together to defeat the clickets and to corral the Bagoon and get them out of the cargo bay. It turns out that Ransom just uses his buffoonery as a ruse to force the lower deckers to get along. So yeah, he really is the worst commander in Starfleet history. Shaxs spends most of his day in his quarter battling his inner demons, literally. While reliving a brutal battle that he once fought against the occupying Cardassians, he's forced to kill his past self over and over again. This actually comes in handy when the clickets show up to attack him while he's meditating. Over drinks, Dr. Miglamo tells him that therapy can actually give him even more weapons to fight his metaphysical battles, which makes him sign up for therapy immediately. Dr. Anna starts her day with some constructive criticism about her pain management strategies. Westlake reminds her that just because her pain tolerance is extremely high, that's not true for everyone. She takes it as some kind of weird challenge and decides to rewrite the pain scale. So she straps herself down and orders Westlake to subject her to all kinds of physical torture, just trying to feel something. Even when she's bandaged head to foot, she's still able to claw the face off an attacking clicket without feeling a drop of pain. At the end of her day, Shaxs accidentally spills some hot soup on her, which she's actually able to feel. So she gives in and tells Westlake to stock up on pain meds. Billups is alerted about a non-functional indicator light, which turns out to be something much more serious. The retrofitted plasma canisters are about to lead to a warp core breach. And because the ensign spotted the problem, she gets to help fix it. Billups reminds her that everyone dies, but it's only the engineers who really get to live. Because most of the things in engineering are completely jury-rigged, every single fix leads to more catastrophic problems. Somehow, they manage to put everything back together and keep the ship in one piece. Just then, a cadet reports that he found a burned-out indicator light, and Billups is totally ready to do this all over again. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and then click or tap the screen to watch the next video in this series or to start over from the very beginning.